Hey guys, Cromar here with TGN, bringing you some more Star Wars The Old Republic PvP action on my Vanguard Thomas Riker on the server Crucible Pits, or The Crucible Pits if you sort it by name. And I'm joined by Hengest. Basically, we ran some warzones this morning, wanted to share a couple games that we played. This is a hut ball. It's a pretty competitive hut ball where we were front and center in the scoring. Not that I want to give away any spoilers, but it was a pretty intense game, so let's go ahead with it here. And we started out getting massacred in mid because the enemy team puts a lot of damage on us pretty quick, and normally we get away with the ball pretty much effortlessly right away in the beginning. So as soon as we saw that happen, we knew that we were in for something. But in addition to the hut ball, I've also got an Alderaan coming up. It's a little bit shorter, but it has some pretty interesting moments, so I really wanted to include it. But anyway, staying with the hut ball here, Hengest picked up the ball briefly. I've got him guarded, and I'm trying to use taunts to reduce the amount of damage he's taking. My AoE taunt's on cooldown now, and I'm going to use the single target taunt if I have a chance, but I'm also basically trying to get in position for a pass. Hengest managed to get rid of it before he died. There was no point in me sitting there in guard range because I have no health anyway, so it's not like I was going to be able to protect him. My role here now, since there's not much else I can do, is I'll just go grab the health and then try to get back up on the platform with a charge with my storm ability, which is my charge ability, allows me to leap up onto higher rails and whatnot, and get in position for a pass. Unfortunately, it's not really going to work out for me, because, yeah, neutral ball. They must have thrown it away or something. I didn't see it on camera, obviously, but I could have jumped up to those guys. If the ball carrier had kept the ball, I could have jumped up to those guys and got on the upper rail. But that's not a big deal. So we pick up the ball again. And the thing is, if it's not me or Hengest getting the ball, it's usually bad news. Most people aren't really organized for this sort of thing. Right there, the guy just literally threw the ball away for no reason. I don't even know what he was doing there. Yeah, I'm with you, announcer guy. That was pretty bad. But, and Hengest goes down. I don't think I had him guarded there. Sometimes it can be difficult to find the person and guard them. It's something I'm always trying to get better at. But it happens so fast, and it's almost impossible to locate someone on the battlefield. You pretty much have to find their name in the raid tab. Once you know they're close enough, click them, and then spam your hotkey for guard and hope for the best. It's pretty much what I'm doing here. But anyway, actually this sentinel that's running next to me here, he's actually not too bad either. And we've also got a really good sage here. You're going to see that later. Yeah, stay tuned for that kick-ass sage we have on our team. He's a guildie. He's part of Runus, so there you go. Yep, shut up, M1. I don't care about your stupid crew skill. Anyway. Oh, so close. So close. You see that? It was right on the line. And I, of course, get force choked in the fire. That's okay. I do that to people all the time. But that was a really, really close one. I just couldn't keep up with the ball carrier and wasn't able to protect him. If I had been there, you know, it might have turned things around. So I've got to really short my game here. I feel like I'm a little rusty, even though I play this almost every day. I think I missed maybe a couple of days tops. And maybe I've been playing my scoundrel too much. That might be it. So I'm not used to playing a hard charging guy as much as I would like to. But that's okay. It doesn't take me long to get back in the swing of things here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill this guy. There's no way. My main tactic for killing the ball carrier is honestly stun him in the fire, just like you saw happen to me a minute ago with the force choke. I just stun him in the fire, and that usually takes care of it. Sometimes they get out, but not usually. And of course you've got Harpoon to work with, but if they get stunned too much, they'll build up that resolve bar, which is their diminishing return on stuns, and that will actually make them immune to physics effects, including Harpoon. So I did manage Harpoon and stun this guy in the fire. I forget what happened. Something strange happened here. Yeah, we killed him, but we didn't get the ball. I didn't really see what happened. Somehow they kept the ball after we killed the ball handler. I don't really know. But that's okay. It's really not a big deal, because he ain't going nowhere. I mean, even with his leaping and pulling or whatever, I mean, come on. You're not going anywhere, buddy. He does have some healers with him, though, so I guess you could say this is a little close. But we have way too much damage on here. Hengest is here now, and he just does way too much damage. He does get away. He managed to get rid of the ball, but, I mean, where's the guy going to go? Ooh, that's a nice knockdown. Where's the guy going to go, honestly? You have to pass forward, not just pass back. I'm just trying to charge up. There we go. My charge also roots him in place, so that just adds to all the crowd control we're putting down on him. So Hengest finally gets the ball. It's what we want, so I can slap a guard on him if I ever get out of CC. Maybe this year. There we go. If I could, now I gotta get in range of him. And once I get in range, now I can put the guard on him. There we go. as well as a quick Sonic Round. That's what Sonic Round looks like. It's my AoE taunt, by the way, so you know for future reference. But the AoE taunt, of course, reduces the damage dealt by all targets by 30% if they're not attacking you. And then since they're attacking the ball carrier all the time, that makes it perfect. I'm not sure what happened there, if he was trying to pass it or what, but I think he was trying to pass it because he said over Skype at the time that he was trying to pass it and it accidentally went to somebody else, like they intercepted it somehow. So unfortunately this other Vanguard grabbed it, and it was kind of a pain with him. He wasn't really keeping up, and he was saying some bizarre stuff in chat you'll see later. But I decided I slapped a guard on him and decided to follow him around anyway, see if we can get something done. The match is still 0-0, and we're normally way ahead of this by this point. I mean, especially with me and Hengest, we're usually like 5-0, 6-0 at this point. You know, if the game's gone on 7 minutes and we haven't won yet, that's an anomaly. It's just that we get killed so dang fast, and we don't seem to have a lot of team support with this group, except for the Sage, who's in here, and he's not. You haven't seen his big contribution yet, but you will, believe me. Oh, I love Storm so much. It's hard to play another character after getting so used to playing a Vanguard with this mobility. And that goes for Guardians too. Jedi Guardians have the same kind of mobility. But playing my Scoundrel who has no mobility at all, I mean, it's tough. I do like the fact that on my Scoundrel I can stealth and go straight into the enemy base, the goal line, without anyone knowing. That's pretty cool. But I really miss sometimes not being able to jump up on ramps and everything. I mean, the Vanguard is really amazing for this place. Vanguard and Guardian are both amazing classes for a hut ball because of that leap. I think a Guardian has a triple leap. I believe Guardian has 3 leaps, so 1 to an ally and 2 to enemies. I just jump right through the fire too. I don't even take any damage. It's great. Unfortunately, we lost the ball during that prime opportunity, but that's okay. I'm just gonna grab the speed boost and go grab a heal, so I can be in position for a pass or to protect a carrier, whatever whatever needs to happen here. So we made it to the pit. Now if there's an enemy here I can jump to, then he can pass it to me and we'll be able to score. Or I can just jump up there and then Hengest can Guardian Leap to me. But Hengest has managed to Guardian Leap somebody else. So I'm like, oh, freaking out, like, oh my god, I gotta get over there, So I'm like clicking frantically trying to grab an enemy so that I can leap. Also getting CC like a madman. And finally up there, get knocked back anyway. Hengest crawls across. There we go. Woo! That was tough. And drops dead like instantly right after. Yeah. We're kicking their ass. We're actually really not kicking their asses. We've only got up by 1. And that was a really hard fought point too. I mean, really everything had to go perfectly. Hengest was almost dead, managed to Guardian Leap up to the cliff and got knocked back and CC'd 100,000 times, as did I. Trying to get in range to protect him. Finally got in range just the last possible second. I'm not sure if he would have died if I wasn't there. It's hard to tell. Guard has a 15-yard range. I think I was outside of that range for a good portion of that, and that's why he's taking so much damage at the end there. That might have saved him. It's tough to say. But yeah, send this guy in the fire. Unfortunately, he manages to get out. I guess his anti-CC ability was available, and now I'm stuck behind the fire. So isn't that funny how that works out? But that's okay. We have tons of damage incoming on this flag carrier there, the ball carrier there. But he managed to get rid of it, which is pretty impressive considering all the CC's going down. And I'm like just waiting for my harpoon to come back up so I can pull this guy in the poison. It's like, come on, harpoon, come on, harpoon. He's probably not gonna be able to get him out. Come on. And got him. Look at that. Right in the poison. I love it. And use my AoE stun. My single target stun is on cooldown. It has longer duration, but longer cooldown as well. And there we go. And Thomas Riker has the ball. That's pretty much the only way I kill ball handlers, pulling them into stuff. I just don't do enough damage. It's funny playing my Scoundrel on here. His burst damage is so obscene. I'll walk up to a ball handler, kill him in like 3 seconds flat, grab the ball and take off. Look at all this damage and CC on me, and my health maxed out. This is how you play. There's the man. There's Coors. Coors the Sage. He is awesome, and he pulled me up onto the ledge. He's not in my guild, is he? I thought he was. I guess not. But he pulled me up onto the ledge with his force magic or whatever, and I just can't take any damage at this point. I am invincible. All my cooldowns are popped. I even popped my adrenal, my expertise stim pack or whatever it's called now. They used to call it expertise consumable. I still call it that in my head. And I just walk across with full health like it's like a total baller. That's how you do it. That's how you flag carry. As #1 elite Vanguard Thomas Riker. And of course, major credit to my teammates for completely carrying me through that. All it was is basically a walking hit point and defense machine, while they were the ones doing all the difficult, complex belt rotations and everything to keep me alive. So it was really nice work. I love it when stuff like that happens. I always love playing a flag carrier tank in Warzones Gulch and WoW. So it was a nice little, you know, do-over of that old good old times. But anyway, I'm not going to be able to 1v2 these guys, unfortunately. Nope. That's okay. Oh, if Hengest was there, we could have killed both of them and then killed 10 more guys, too. So while I was busy fighting those guys, apparently there was a nice distraction. We scored. We didn't see how we scored, but I think Hengest was the one carrying, so I'm not sure. But that's okay. Time for another grab. We're up 3-0 now, and at this point, it's kind of pointless for them. I mean, they really can't. I mean, we've controlled the ball almost the whole game, even when we were getting killed and like massacred. At least we were able to get the ball and keep it. I mean, they only really had one close run at getting a point. And look who pulled me up again. It's my best friend. Very nice. He got pushed off, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm already so far. Look at this. So I popped my anti-CC right before the fire, which is a little dangerous. I usually like to have it for the fire, for this reason you're seeing right here. But I just barely make it through, and oh, now the damage is coming in. My cooldowns just ran out. I've got one cooldown available on a relic, but I think I can make it without it. Another stun. Oh my god, finally got through. Jesus. And then me and Hengest are going to instantly die as soon as as soon as it ran out. Yeah, he was definitely doing a lot to slow them down, damage them and whatnot. But I managed to get by just in the nick of time, get across the line just in the nick of time. So major credit to the team, again, for the perfect pull from my friend the Sage, their cores, and as well as the heals constantly coming in from him as well as other people. And Hengest noticed that the ball's going to go neutral, and that's why I was waiting for it. I don't really know. I don't remember how he saw it, but I'm like, stand still, stand still. I want to give it to you. There we go. And I want him to carry it because even though, you know, you saw me doing the #1 Elite Vanguard carrying, this Guardian leap carrying is even better. Like, watch this. You see how he got knocked back all the way back there? And he just jumps back up to me. It actually kind of bugged out. It kind of teleported him instead, which happened on his screen too. A little weird animation bug, but not a big deal. The point was he was able to Guardian leap up to me. That's something the Vanguard can't do. I can't leap to my allies. I can't use like a flying intervene, you know, like from intervene from WoW. But that's okay. He's gonna be able to make it across just as I drop dead. My guard is just soaking up damage for me. There we go. We won. It's so funny how few points you get for doing important things like ball carrying. I mean, how many times did we score and our objective score is crap? You just don't get points for the right things. You don't get medals for scoring. It's really bizarre. So when generally in these games we wind up low on the hut ball, we usually wind up low in the meters because other people will like spam damage in the pit just to stack their meters. And we're like, no, we're going to concentrate on the objectives. We're going to win. So anyway, speaking of objectives and winning, let's switch over to Alderaan. I skipped the opening because it was kind of boring. It was pretty much just we all rushed mid unopposed, and then we went over to support left, and this is where the actual action starts. So I jumped over to left here. I don't have Hengest guarded yet. I always try to have Hengest guarded like 100% of the time for obvious reasons, and we managed to kill a couple guys and start capping, but they're going to prove kind of difficult to keep up with here. At the moment, we're 1-1 with one base that's being contested, and it's gonna take us some time to finally clear these guys out. Almost there. Oh, interrupted the last possible second. Jesus, so close. It's like one guy. It's like 1-on-4, but he's just taking forever to kill. There we go. He just annihilated him as usual. Oh, look, it's one more guy trickling in. And they do this for a while, too. It's pretty funny. It's like they never seriously contest left. They just keep breaking up the cap. And they don't own it, so it's not like they're coming in on speeders. They're just coming in from the mid. There we go. I think we finally got it now. Nope. Look at that. It's a stealther. Freaking operative. Oh, my God. So Hengest was spending this entire match complaining about how overpowered operatives were, and I just wanted to say that just to rib him a little bit if he's listening. Hengest complaining about operatives. Please, we don't need to nerf operatives. You can nerf Hengest. Anyway, so they pull him again and interrupt us again. I'm like, get over here. We're not waiting for you to interrupt us. We're gonna pull you over and kill you. Then Hengest knocks him back and runs up. So I'm like, okay. AoE stunned, and the guy managed to make the cap. Finally. Here we go. That was pretty funny. So we're wondering what to do. We got left in mid. We're thinking about going to reinforce mid, but there are some people here fighting us here at left, so we're like, I guess we might as well kill them real quick just to get rid of them. Since we don't want to just leave left undefended. If we leave, who knows, these two guys might actually be a threat. But at the same time, I hate overcommitting like 4 on 2. It's way too many people here. It leaves mid exposed. I mean, we have like 1 left, four in the middle of nowhere. You know, they could easily go like 5 on 2 in mid. But fortunately, that doesn't happen. The enemy team is just not aggressive enough or effective enough to be able to take advantage of that. There is a nice little fight going on here, though, so we're going to just run in and help defend mid. Me and Hengest, I got Hengest guarded still, of course, and I'm just using my taunts as much as humanly possible. My protection score won't be that high for this mission because it's not a particularly competitive one. I just included it for some funny stuff that you're going to see coming up. It was, you know, for the actual battles we did rack up some kills. I mean, Hengest really just butchers people as soon as he looks at them. And I racked up a little bit of protection score, but he wasn't that, they weren't on him that much. I mean, normally I rack up a high protection score because the people I'm protecting are extremely high value targets and they get a lot of damage taken. In any competitive match, they always try to focus Hengest because he's the highest damage person here. In 9 out of every 10 matches, he's the highest damage person in the war zone. But in this match, it just wasn't that competitive, so they weren't focusing him properly. So we're like, okay, Hengest, let's go. 2 of us, we're going to take right by ourselves. 2-man, take right, let's do it. At this point, we weren't really feeling that, I guess, contested. Like, it wasn't that competitive a match, we knew it, so we decided to basically just go for right, just for fun. So here's a nice little 2-on-1. We just rush in, drop some stuns, I get knocked back. I put a taunt on this guy, we're going to focus him down. And where did he go? Where did he go? He just died, he vanished. So the next guy literally vanishes. He just disappears, and we're like, okay, fine. I tried to gauge where he was going to go, but he couldn't find him. So this next guy runs up, and we're like, okay, fine, we'll 1-on-2 you while your buddy's invisible. No sweat. So we get him pretty low, and watch this closely as he comes up from behind. Did you miss that? Watch this again. Watch this again. We capped it, by the way. We're fighting the guy, right? Camera turns around. Watch up the assassin come from behind. Boom! AoE! AoE! Watch this, watch this, watch this. Boom! Dead. The assassin's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out in stealth and protect my friend. Nope. Hengest just double kills with AoE. So that was a fun little 3-on-2 total domination from us, killing all 3 of those guys without effortlessly. But anyway, so I skipped ahead quite a bit. There was a lot of time spent just sitting there defending with nothing happening, but we did get some a contest from an operative here. I don't know if you missed it through all my laughing and nonsense gibberish, but basically the operative had tranquilized me and went after Hengest 1-on-1. Hengest totally demolished him, and he ran for it, and we tracked him down. So Hengest, again, if you're listening, no, operatives are not overpowered. You're overpowered, so stop it. Anyway, dude on fire, trying to finish him off. We're just clearing this out. I mean, this is done deal. We've 3-capped. This is not a difficult match at all. This guy took a while to kill, though. Very, I suppose he's probably pretty geared. Because I'm doing barely any damage to him compared to normal. Look at all that. God. Finally. Man, I got my invincible proc. Sweet. Yeah, so let's med up, wait for the next fight. So, we finally got some more incoming here. As you can see from the score, the game is almost over. Basically, nothing happened for the last 150 points or so. And with the last few remaining points, they decided to go just attack right, because I guess they were bored and ready for the match to end. So, but meanwhile, mid actually got ninja'd while we were fighting. That's okay, we really don't care. And we're going to just finish the fight here. Boom. Oh, the damage. The damage. Too much damage. So I'm kind of like running around with like a chicken with my head cut off here. What I was doing here, even though it's not really necessary because the match is not in really jeopardy here, what I do here is I don't want to get tunnel vision, focusing one guy too much. So instead what I'm doing is running around back and forth and staying near the objective so I can shoot anyone who attempts to cap, and also just spreading around debuffs, especially my taunt, Also, if I hit someone with my Ion Pulse, it puts a debuff on them that reduces their damage dealt by 4%. I know 4% is not much, but it, it's something. And of course, my taunts are important too. Mainly, I just don't want to get tunnel vision and follow someone away from the turret. That's a great way to lose a control point, is to chase someone down as they flee from you. And not that I needed to at all, because the game is totally over. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. I just thought it was a couple of fun matches, especially that crazy double kill with the assassin. So thanks for watching. It's been Cromar and Hengest with TGN.